You're early. Oh, just have a seat. It's nice to finally meet you. What took you so long to get down here? I've asked for a meeting, I think, like 6 times with you. Goodness. You know this is for your benefit, right? So, let me just go over my notes here really quick. So, I have a proposition for you. I have good news, and I have bad news. So, good news first. She's doing great in the class. Bad news. She's making an 89.5. Yeah. I know you're familiar with the grading scale. Okay. I know a 90 is an A. Just let me finish. This is why I've tried to get you down here. You sit here and go over a couple practice problems with me, and I'll boost your grade up that half point, and you'll leave out of those doors with an A in the class. Sound good? Cool. I knew the final was tough, and I try to be understanding, so I'm not going to let half a point screw over your GPA. I know that's really important with getting into other schools and, scholarships and stuff like that, and I wouldn't do that to you. So let me just look up your profile really quick. We have let's see, with a T or a V, right? Your name is the weird one. I mean, not like weird, but no, you spell it weird. Okay, well, it's not my fault. Blame your parents. Okay, we have you. Now it's insane to see all these high test scores. What? Are you cheating? No. Okay. Classmates. How much are you studying? Well, the rest of your class isn't doing that great. No, it's like, I can't say. It's against the rules. So how are you doing that good? Yeah, that always helps. No, having a parent that's a math teacher is really good. Put you one step above all the competition, I guess. Why didn't you just have her teach you? I'm kidding. I know you have to come to the school to be. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. You think I'm dumb? Because I was. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, it was a joke. Alright, whatever. Do you want the extra credit or not? Cool. That's what I thought. Okay. So, there were actually 3 subjects here that I noticed you were doing a little poorly in. Trying to find the roots was one of them. So, that could be our first problem, if you want. Or we can go over, let's see here. Finding limits. No, I didn't think so. I know limits suck. So, roots, simple algebraic stuff. Pretty easy to keep a hold on. Yeah. No, I believe in you. No, you've got this, don't worry. Sorry, I'm a little sick. Kind of stuffy. I'm past the... You can't get it, don't worry. What is it, like the infection period, or... It's like 3 days or something weird. I don't know. I think it's just the common cold. So we can start out with the problem 3x squared plus x minus 7 equals 4x. So we have 3x squared plus x minus 7 equals 4x. So, do you know the first step? Right, subtract 4x from each side. 3x squared minus 3x 7 equals 0. So we can solve then we solve the quadratic equation by completing the square and divide both sides by 3. Yeah. So x squared minus x minus 7 over 3 equals 0. We subtract negative 7/3 from each side, right? X squared minus x equals 7 over 3. Then we, it's correct, add 1/4 to each side. X squared minus x plus 1/4 equals 31 over 12. Okay, don't get ahead of me. Yeah. Okay, well, if you know how to do this, why are you sitting here? Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a little far from, yeah, I taught this at the beginning of the semester. I get it. Kind of leaves your brain after a while, and you've had a lot of tests and information since then, so, okay, do you want to do the rest of the problem yourself, or do you want me to help? Alright, that's what I thought. So, where was I? Factor the left-hand side. So, we have x 1/2 squared equals 31, 12. We take the square root of both sides. X minus 1/2 equals 3 minus 2. And then we add 1/2 to both sides. And get x equals 1/63 over square root of 93. Boom. And then we can simplify that a little further to x equals 1/6 over 3 minus square root of 93. And that's what you get. So, that was pretty good. So, a fun one comes along here. Finding a limit. Let's see. The limit of x of x equals 1. I think you can do that one. Limit of x equals 1, x 0. So, what's the first step? Yeah, indeterminate form of type 0, 0, transform using the limit of x equals the x. Okay, yeah, you get it. Okay, so we start here, equals the limit of e over x 0, x log x. And then we indeterminate form of type 0 to infinity, let t equal 1 over x, then limit x log of x equals limit the log of 1 over t, right? So then we get e equals the limit t to infinity minus 1 over t. Yeah, no, factoring out the constants, right? So then it gets to equals for the limit L over R e t is infinity. Then the limit of a quotient is the quotient of the limits, which brings us to equals limit is the limit of t e t to infinity, which equals 1. Now, that is a lot of work to get the answer 1. I know. They get confusing, but I have faith in you, so just keep following along. Let's see here. Integrals. We're not going to do integrals. You did fine on those. We're going to do, this is probably the next one. Step-by-step functionality for partial fractions. Other than that, I think you're fine. Let's see here. Oh, maybe, no, we'll do this. So, if we give you the partial fraction of 1 over x3 minus 1. What is the first step? Correct. Factor the denominator into linear and irreducible quadratic terms. So, it's going to give us x minus 1 over x squared plus x plus 1. Gives us that. And the partial fraction expansion is of the form, so we can simplify this to 1 over negative 1 plus x over 1 x plus x squared equals 0 squared plus cubed x plus x plus 1 plus 0 1 x minus 1. And then multiply both sides by x minus 1, x squared plus x plus 1, and simplify. Okay? So, we can get to 1 equals x squared plus x plus 1 times 0, 1 plus x minus 1, x 0, 2 plus 0, 3. We have to expand and collect terms in the power of x. 1 equals x squared over 0, 1, 0, 2 plus x 0, 1 minus 0, 2 plus 0 plus 0, 1 minus 0, 3. Looking familiar? Yeah. So, if we equate the coefficients on both sides, yielding 3 equations and 3 unknowns, we get 1 is equal to 0, 1 minus 0, 3, and 0 is equal to 0, 1 minus 0, 2 plus 0, 3. Boom. So you got that. And as a plotted form, it would look something like this, and this and that. So the first one is x from negative 0.75 to 1, and the other one is x from negative 4 to 4, which is here. Now, I know it's a little unorthodox to say that this would just prepare you for the world, but sometimes math can be a little unpractical, and I understand that it's not the most important thing as far as your major is concerned. So if you say here today that you understand and you deserve an A, I'll give it to you. Okay, so let me hear you say it. Good. Well, now you can leave those doors with an A in the class. And you're done for the semester. It's been a pleasure having you in class. We'll see you later.